this person wanted you in your cups. They wanted you in your feelings. They thought it was going to be a great idea to run you over with their issues, run you over with their losses. They thought that was going to this whoever this was above their pay grade to treat you just any old way. You are divinely favored and highly sought after. You have a lot of powerful people watching you and watching over you. And whoever thought that they were running buckshot, they're about to realize that these endings are inevitable. This somebody or someone, they will not get the best of you. And they literally left you holding the bag, left you in despair. They left you with the crumbs that you couldn't even see. And now you're going to have all the receipts and all the proof of everything on a timeline that they did where they acted like they were doing you a favor. They acted like they were doing you a favor. And so prepare to be blown away. If you guys are new here, I'm your bestie on the internet. I'm your favorite YouTuber. I am your spiritual advisor, your cosmic cheerleader. I am your chicken noodle soup for the soul. So let me introduce myself. Just kidding. You guys grab whatever you be snacking on, sipping on, smoking on, because I'm going in. I'm going in. This kind of reminds me of investing in someone and then them pulling out at the last minute, getting a place with a roommate, them pulling out at the last minute, you trying to get a promotion and then them backing, like somebody came in and did something, promised you something, and then pulled out at the last minute, or disappointed, or they were trying to do something above their pay grade. They promised something above their pay grade, promised you something above their abilities, and you are so disappointed because you were the one left to pick up the pieces. You thought you guys would be working together, that it was going to be easy. Maybe it's really hard for you guys to trust people, so you really tried to think like positive. You're like, I'm going to think positive. Everything's going to work out for me. Everything's going to be good. It's going to be okay. There's no reason for me to panic yet. And so you really tried to think like, I never like doing things with other people. Let me try. And it's like, against your better judgment, you tried and you got burned. So you were like, what in the actual frick? Like, why did I even try? If I was just going to end up being caught up, if I was just going to end up being upset, why did I even do that for? Like, why did I even try that? And yeah, wow. Okay. So you guys have a new friendship coming in, and this new person is not going to want to see you down and out. You have one or two new friends or new lovers. Well, I don't know if you have two lovers coming in. I don't know if you guys have two lovers coming in, but whoever this new person is, you guys have one or two new people coming in that see that you got. They see that these people, they lied, they cheated, they stole, and they left you holding the bag. Like, it's so messed up. But it's like you have some friends or two new people that are coming in that are going to say, hey, there's plenty of room in this chariot. Let's get out of here. Or, I don't know, it's like they're going to help you fix this situation. Okay, this situation has been giving you nightmares, making you think like, oh my gosh, I thought I was a grown-up. Like, what was I thinking? What was I thinking trusting this person? They lied to me. They deceived me. I thought we were going to be in love forever. I thought we were going to move out and get married. And this person really tries to put on a facade. Okay, this person likes to also be in their feelings and in their cups, but they try to hide that from you. And they want people to think like, I'm a boss, I'm a leader, I'm fearless, I can do all of these things. But in actuality, they tried to play you, and Spirit is saying they played themselves because you caught them red-handed. You have success coming in. Like, yes, they did stall you for a little bit. They put you back against schedule. These people put you behind schedule. This person was secretly competitive with you. They put you behind schedule, and you're really mad about that. You don't like your time being wasted. You don't like your time being messed with, your love life. You don't like any of these things being turned upside down. And it's like, that not only do they leave you to pick up the pieces, now they're curious about how you're doing, what you're doing. You're like, why are you curious about what I'm doing or how I'm doing? Are you literally delusional? They promised you something and then said, oh, well, about that, I can't really do that. Or they pretended they could. This is bamboozled in the highest form. What in the frick? You guys could have even had a friend or a family member that was like, let me help with this situation, and they declined the help because they needed to bamboozle you on their own. They needed to get away with this on their own. This person is definitely secretly competitive with you. They feel like their life is really good until they're around you. They feel like they got it going on. Literally, this person is so delusional, okay, that they think that they have it going on when you're not around. They feel this false sense of confidence, this inflated sense of self. And then when you come through, you guys are the sun. And so they can't fake the funk. They can only really handle you in small doses. So whatever they promised, they have definitely fallen short. Their delivery has fallen short. And you guys are just seeing like, I don't need lies like this. This is the type of person that you couldn't even really argue with because they're not going to take accountability. This is the type of person that's not going to admit that they left you in the hangman. They're not going to admit that they lied, they cheated, they stole, you caught them. I don't know what you could use to have proof that this person did this, but they are definitely competitive when it comes to money, when it comes to happiness, and they just don't like being beat. I don't know what goes on in their family or in their neck of the woods, but they like being the cream of the crop. This person normally goes through, they like being at the top. They like being the cream of the crop. They like everyone thinking that they're holier than thou, they're better than thou, they got more swag, more money, more whatever. And you're just starting to see that you are seriously disappointed in how this all unfolded. You feel like this person stunted your growth. Yeah, I keep getting that. They messed with your timeline. You guys feel like you had this timeline of how you get things done. How, like, you move in a certain way. You're disciplined in a certain way. And you let this person's overconfidence, I don't know, you were like, I'm going to let them help me. I don't let people help me normally. Let me just try to be a team player more. I'm going to let them in, even though it was against your better judgment. And now you're seeing that, okay, they were definitely overconfident. They didn't know what they were talking about. And you started to see that while you were going through whatever process this is. You're like, we should cancel this, because they actually don't know what they're doing. That's terrifying. Okay, whatever this was, it was terrifying. It left you up at night. It left you up in your feelings. It left you holding the bag, you holding the pieces. And you're like, riddle me what? Why am I left here holding the pieces, holding the bag? Wow. Okay. So as you are pulling back your energy from these people or this person, bestie, they are seeing that it's like you're pulling back your energy, and as soon as that happens, their luck is shifting. So they didn't even realize that, like, you were their lucky charm. Okay, whoever I'm speaking to, they didn't even realize that you were their lucky charm. Their luck is getting turned upside down as you are removing yourself from the equation. So it's like you were blocking their karma, you were blocking their justice in a way because you believed in them and you breathed life into them. And then as soon as you energetically let go of them, your luck is shifting. Your guys' luck is shifting. Not only do you guys have new connections coming in, they are strong connections, soul connections. a new lover and a new best friend. If you already have a lover, then you've got two best friends coming in, people that actually give a you know what about how you're doing. And they're coming in fast. They're coming in swift. They move swiftly and they're teaching you, hey, when you actually like ride for somebody, you don't need to like do all this thinking and all this pondering. You just do it. You just do it. Okay? You guys are empowering yourself and being around people that empower others. So you definitely want to check out my last live stream because this has a little bit to do with that. You are very excited for this relationship to be in your rear view. You're like, I don't want to remember it at all. And so each and every day, bestie, you're digging yourself a little bit up out of this hole, out of this despair. You're like, I know that one day I'm going to laugh about this. It's going to be a distant memory. But right now, unfortunately, you're on damage control. So you're like, I am not amused. I feel your pain, bestie. You're like, I am not amused. This person was wearing a mask. They told me that they could do all this, be all of this. And they lied. They were so overconfident. Okay. You guys have 1 to 2 new people. They're going to be singing your praises. Okay. People that are coming in, they are going to be singing your praises. Excited that they know you. Treating you like a celebrity. Putting you up on a pedestal. Making you giggle. Making you feel giddy, youthful. All kinds of strength and courage. They're going to help you feel fearless. They don't want to see you in your feelings. They don't want to see you in your cups. Your luck is changing. Affirm it below. My luck is changing. My luck is changing. I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. Yeah. Every time you were around them, they were really good at making you feel like you didn't know what you were talking about. Okay? And if they had to correct something, they were not reluctant to do it, but they resented it. Okay, so they might have fixed it really quick so they didn't have to have too much of a conversation with you about expounding about what they even did. But they are definitely not as abundant as they say they are. And their luck is now changing because you are denying them access. Now you get the abundance. You get to move on. Some of you guys might actually be moving. You have the connections where your cup is full. You are going to be meeting people where you feel an instant connection. Like instantly. You're going to feel instantly lucky, blessed, loved, adored, and feeling like you're learning valuable lessons. It's going to go from, ooh, I'm hearing a motorcycle. It's going to go from you feeling so deep in despair to then feeling like, oh my gosh, all of this was a blessing in disguise. Like these new friends, it could even be a new influencer, new leader, somebody that you look up to. But these people are giving you hope and they're giving you courage. And there's like nothing better than that in the world. I'm also seeing that you guys are going to be sleeping more, caring more about your sleep because you're starting to realize that you cannot have your stress levels that high. Okay. So if stressing out has been affecting your sleep, it's been affecting your day to day, it's been affecting how you eat, how you work, how you maneuver, how you interact with people. You're like, you know what? I need to sleep a little bit more. That will help. I need to really focus my intention. So affirm it below. I am abundant. I am blessed. I am grateful. I am abundant. I am blessed. I am grateful. I am resting. I am re-energizing. I am empowering myself. Yes, you guys are getting back to yourself. You feel like your confidence was smothered, covered, and you don't even know where. You're like, how did I get into this dumpster fire? Where's my confidence? I'm normally feeling really good about myself. Where's that been at? And you are starting to see that it's almost like you're going through a photo album, right? And this is like thinking that you loved somebody for so long, and then you actually go through videos, you go through footage, you go through pictures, and you're seeing things that you did not see before. Yeah. Riddle me what? Okay. You guys are starting to see like, oh, they actually didn't do right by me there. Look at them doing this. You're going to go through a time machine and it's going to literally confirm your worst fears, things that you thought were like decent, good, okay. You're going to be like, okay, I didn't know better at the time, but now I know better, so I'm going to do better. because I am the empress, I am the emperor, I have control of the situation, and I'm not going to let this stress take me out. I am not going to let this stress take me out. And you're also starting to see how come it's always you that has to have the urgency, that has to sacrifice their resources. You're not doing it. You guys are speaking to people very loud and clear if you're speaking to them at all. If you're speaking to them at all, they should be eternally grateful. If you're speaking to them at all, they should be eternally grateful that you're even breaking it down and explaining it to them, because you have a sense of urgency. You have all of this love that you put in. And if they're not giving it, they're not keeping it a buck, and they're not keeping it 1,000, it is not your job to give all the resources and it just be on you. And you are seeing where some people overpriced or overvalued themselves. As you look through these photos, like, you've got receipts. You just don't know you have receipts, okay? Does that make sense? Like, you didn't look at this person that way, so you weren't realizing, like, I've got receipts on them for how they were treating me. I just didn't even realize. So as you are starting to see that, you're like, okay, they overvalued themselves. They overpriced themselves. This is way above their pay grade. They told me that they could be all that they could be, and they lied. They lied. Okay? And you were thinking, oh my gosh, I should have listened to myself, but you're done being hard on yourself. I'm seeing that the worst is over. You are putting this behind you. Okay, 4 of Cups, 5 of Cups. The worst is behind you. Affirm it below. Hard times are over. You are looking at these photos, these receipts, these documents, and these memories, and you are seeing, like, well, if they had really loved me, they wouldn't have done this. They wouldn't have done that. I would have felt different, and you didn't see it until now, but now your third eye is open. Okay. Sometimes we don't see things when we feel like we're getting an upgrade from the last person. You know what I mean? We feel like, oh, well, I mean, they're not as bad as Johnny, so, like, this is an upgrade. Or they're not as bad as Veronica, so this is definitely an upgrade. You're starting to see, like, whoa, you're honestly, in the most honest, authentic way, starting to see, I deserved better, and they took advantage of me not knowing better. They took advantage of my love, my forgiveness, my healing, the way that I believe in people, the way that I always see good in people. This person definitely took advantage, and I'm getting that there's more than one person doing this. I'm getting, for some of you guys, this is a lover that you could have recently broke up with, or that you're trying to break up with. And then for others of you, there's a frenemy in the mix too that is trying to hide their hand. They're trying to act like they don't know how your other enemies got these informations. And it's starting to make sense to you, like they have this information because this alleged friend told them. So you're really starting to see through people, and you're going to let the scales balance themselves, because it's like you're giving people just enough rope to see what they do and to see if they're going to prove themselves to you. You are not going to let anybody attempt to put you in the 3 of Swords. Well, you guys are very intuitive right now because of what you just recently went through, and now you're really good at avoiding disaster. You are not only gaining resources, you are gaining a new car, new friends, a new home. Some of you guys are going to be moving. These things are coming in swift. You're going to be getting notifications that your luck is changing. Like, I don't know how many times a day you're about to be getting these messages, but it seems like a lot. That you will feel the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, this is a big deal. That you will feel the Chariot. That you will feel the Magician. Justice. The Lovers. The Sun. What else? The High Priestess. Like, you, hold on. We need to have a moment for this, because it just amplifies your whole message. It amplifies your whole message. All these major arcana basically make your 3 of Cups, okay? These friendships and people celebrating you on 1,000. It makes the healing that you're doing, the work that you're doing, the visions that you have for yourself, the night terrors that you went through, the nightmares that you were having. And this is why the competition is at an all-time high, because they see you as a threat, but they're trying to act like they're not hot and bothered. They're not threatened by you. So you do have people that want to come in and help and save the day. You do have people that are willing to make the sacrifice. They see your perspective, but you are catching people left and right. These rats are scrambling. So the way that you're healing, resetting, and activating, you see these things clearly, first of all, as the high priestess. You are feeling abundant in the way that you have your confidence, in the way that you gain new friendships, in the way that you rest your body. And things are moving in more swiftly because you are seeing things this way. You guys have a lot of good news coming in. You have new love, new partnerships, a lot of new partnerships. That's what I just keep getting for you guys. New partnerships, justice. Okay, affirm it below. Justice is here. The scales are being balanced. The fog is being lifted. Your resources are bigger than they normally are. They might come in small packages. Like, it might seem like it's nothing when you get this resource, but what it's about to do for your life, what it's about to do for your healing journey, your sleep, it could be like a new supplement or a new vitamin or a new thing for self-care, changing your routine around a little bit, cutting people off a little bit sooner, or even thinking about it, praying a little bit more. All of these things are the recipe for an amazing life for you, and you're pushing forward. Like, you are bulldozing this pain. Like, okay, I see all yous clearly, and I'm gonna cry, I'm gonna hurt, and I'm gonna heal. Okay, I'm gonna cry, I'm gonna hurt, I'm gonna heal, I'm gonna move on. And your luck is changing like never before. Like, I like, whoa. You're going to get your energy back. You're going to get your swag back. The way you feel successful and powerful, like if you felt like Jupiter abandoned you, if you felt like God abandoned you, you're like, riddle me what? I'm back. Affirm it below. I am back. I am back. My wand is back. My resources are back. My milkshake is back. You guys are feeling like the universe is working hard for you because you are putting it out there like never before. People are hearing your message loud and clearly, and they might want to pretend, you guys. They are pretending, okay? Some people are literally pretending because they know the part that they played. And some of them are not willing to say, oh yeah, that was my part in all of that. Like, don't bump your head now. Don't bump your head now on your part. Like, people want to forget your generosity. You won't be forgetting it as you walk through, as you walk on. You guys are coming through swift in a very unapologetic way. You're like, I am not sorry for putting you in your place, for telling you how I feel. I am not feeling sorry for you thinking that you could disrespect me, that you could try me. I don't think so. I don't think so. Wow. Like, this is your destiny. Like, it is your destiny to not be struggling, okay? To be independent, to have confidence, to help others, to dream big. Affirm it below. I am dreaming big. I am dreaming big. And as you know that it can be yours, affirm it below. I know it's mine. I know it's mine. The end. Yeah. Okay, so let's get some advice for you guys. I never use this deck, and I've been loving it so much for you guys, for what you guys have been going through. And I'm like, it's just time for the good things to come in for you guys. So it's beautiful. Beautiful message. Okay. If I can shuffle these. Whoa. Advice for the collective. Take yourself out on a date, okay? Whoever's been letting you down, maybe you feel kind of like more alone than normal. Even though, like, you know you're not alone, you're seeing that, like, there are some things you can do by yourself. If other people are stalling and they're like, I don't know if I want to go, you guys might go on your own vacation. You guys might go on your own staycation. And this might be something that you would never do before, but I'm seeing you guys do this because you were just enjoying being with this new version of yourself. You're like more patient, you're more trusting. You're like, yeah, things are going to work out for me. They didn't work out yesterday, but they're going to work out for me today moving forward. So you're going to do these things for you. You're going to start treating yourself more. Like, say none of your friends want to go to dinner. You're like, I'm going to go to dinner. Say none of your friends want to go on a vacation. You're like, I'm going to go on this vacation. These are things you would not normally do before. Riddle me what? You're going to do it for you. Affirm it below. I am doing it for me. For me. And you're attracting, in the meantime, all of these people that make you a number one priority. Every time you make the change that you know you needed to make, like mountains are being moved, okay? Enemies are being... I can't even make the noise, like they're being skedaddled. You guys are working on forgiving, thinking before you judge others because of what you just recently went through. You are the sword of truth, and you are making the change. You are having a lot of epiphanies on what was the missing link, what were the missing pieces of this puzzle. And yeah, don't be afraid to sing. Don't be afraid to take yourself on a date. Don't be afraid to do things for yourself. Don't be afraid to sing. You could tell people, like, I'm not that great at singing, but I'm so happy right now. I'm going to sing. I'm going to dance. I'm going to be myself. And those that are supposed to be around you, they're going to love seeing you this happy. They're going to love seeing you this giddy, but it's going to be real. Real is really recognizing real right now. And you are going to protest a little bit more. In certain situations, in certain relationships, you are going to protest a little bit more with, hey, that wasn't right. Hey, what you did to me, like, you said that you could do this, but you couldn't. You left me holding the pieces and the crumbs. Like, why am I holding the crumbs? You said these crumbs were glow in the dark. Riddle me what they are not. They don't even freaking exist. So, that was wrong. You're going to be telling people. They're going to be shook. You are standing up for yourself. So, follow your intuition. When you feel guided to give, when you feel guided to speak, speak. You will move mountains because you were energetically, intuitively being guided or nudged to do that. You are starting a revolution on how people should stand up for themselves, on how people should treat themselves. You're going to show others like, oh, they don't want to take you out, take yourself out. They don't want to go on a trip, take yourself on a trip. You guys are going through major healing. Someone here could be an islander. You guys could be from Hawaii. You guys could be Hawaiian like me. Or you guys could be Polynesian. Or you guys could be mixed like me. For those of you that are new, I am African American and Hawaiian, along with some other things. But you guys could also be Hawaiian or mixed or an islander. Okay, and you are just getting that aloha healing. Like, if you've ever been to Hawaii, you just feel, you know, certain islands that you go to, it's just like there's nowhere like this. There's nowhere like this. And so you guys are really learning how to let certain people go, stand up for yourself, and embrace the change. Maybe some of you guys are thinking about moving to an island or visiting the islands more. Because maybe you grew up in the islands or you grew up near the ocean. There's something that's going to be really therapeutic for you about that. Okay? So follow your intuition also when you know that you shouldn't go for the jugular with some people. If you have a feeling that you shouldn't even call them out because of, I don't know, how they be acting, something's going to be really tempting for you to fly off the handle with somebody. But I'm getting it's time for healing. It's not time for war. Your confidence is coming with time and practice. And also, some of these people are not realizing that you are the Venus flytrap. You are the test. You are the bait. You are the trap. So they should really back it on up. Okay? You are an innocent. Some of these people thought that they could come in and take advantage, and they didn't realize, I mean, they must not know about you, that once you're healing and you're really aware, the last thing that they should do is try to poke the bear. They should not try to poke the Venus flytrap, because they're going to get ate up. Like, let's be so for real. Okay? Endings are inevitable. Telling you guys, there's some people that you are cutting loose. You thought, oh, they're always going to be here. And then you realize that they were, I don't know who this is to you guys, but somebody was lying to you about money. They were lying to you about money specifically, and I'm getting that really strongly. This is like acting like you have a friend that's selling you something, and they're like, oh yeah, I have this special price, it's just for you, just for you. And then you find out that they actually marked it up 400%, and they were never actually giving you a deal. This is like finding out that type of betrayal, that somebody that has been acting like, oh, I've been doing good by you, I've been doing right by you, I've been giving you such a good deal. Girl, like, actually, you charged me a whole bunch, then you took a whole bunch, then you acted like you lowered it, and you were making, do you know what I mean? It's like that type of behavior. Endings are inevitable. You felt anyways like you were always in the gray area. You didn't always know where you stand because their communication wasn't the best. And I feel like with the people that you're going to feel at home with, you're going to feel treated, you're going to feel special and spoiled and loved on. And you're not going to feel like the communication is hard to understand. You're going to know exactly what they mean when they can't get out the words. You're going to know exactly what they mean. You guys are going to see each other. And these other people that you're getting rid of, it just was always confusing. Even when it wasn't retrograde, there was like some type of language barrier. You're like, what is happening? They're always misunderstanding you. You're like, no, I meant this. They're like, oh, well, I did this, so sorry. Oops, sorry. They will test your integrity in every sense of the word and not ask permission. I'm going to say that again. The people that you are getting rid of, they will test your integrity without saying a word, without asking you twice. And you ain't having that. You're getting ready to treat yourself. You're like, I cannot be bothered. Leave a message at the beep. All right? So you guys, let me know what's going on in the comments. Spill the tea. Tell me everything. Drop your favorite affirmation. Don't forget to smash the you-know-what. Hit the bell. Duh. This video is sponsored by my Patreon, obviously. Just kidding. Link is down below if you guys are looking for special, up-close and personal, ad-free content where I read for a smaller audience. Links are below. And yeah, I'm just so grateful to you guys. Thank you guys for all the happy birthday wishes. You guys are incredible. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys. Toodles.